Hello, this is Tom from Anti-Proton.com. I'm here today with my cat. Today's topic is healthy, tasty foods that are inexpensive, good for you, that sort of thing. I don't know if my cat wants to be in the video or not. He has a tendency to be camera shy. Isn't that right? Yeah. Say hi to the camera. Yeah, let's put the cat on for a second. He wants to say hi to the camera. Say hi to the camera. Hi to the camera. No hi to the camera? Yeah, well, anyway. Yeah, he has a tendency to be camera shy. Anyhow, the problem is a lot of people don't have a lot of money, but they want to eat a lot of food, and they want it to be nutritious. These are usually mutually exclusive goals. Basically put, most people figure if you buy packaged, it's bad for you and cheaper. If you buy unpackaged, it's somehow more expensive, but better for you. The reality I find is that unpackaged, like raw, fresh foods are cheaper, but you have to spend humongous amounts of additional time working on getting them ready to be eaten, but they are healthier. So you're sacrificing time for money. Well, time and health for money, I guess, or the opposite of that. And on the other side, well, anyway, I'm confusing myself to death because it's been a long day and I can't really seem to think too well. As you all know, this is not one of my usual videos where I talk about, like, quantum realities and that sort of thing. Apparently food is just too complex for me to talk about. Well, anyhow, first up on the list would be ramen noodles. Ramen noodles are a staple of college life. Most college students eat truckloads of them. Why college students don't die from this, I don't know. But the sodium problem is a big issue. Now, ramen noodles, the actual company that makes ramen noodles, what was that called? I can't remember the company that makes the most... It's the most famous one in America. It's the one that people would actually call ramen noodles, even though that's not actually... That's actually a type of noodle more than... or style of food rather than a name. Well, anyhow, they've started making a low sodium, but I haven't been able to find it at the grocery store, just in the vending machines. I've been buying Dr. McDougall's. I don't know who the hell Dr. McDougall is. He's got a picture of him on the front as though he's some person that we should all know, and he has like a TV show or something, maybe. I don't know. But regardless of that fact, it's pretty decent. Ta-da! He makes chicken noodle soup, white bean and pasta, miso ramen, hot and sour ramen. These, especially this guy right here, are awesome. Look at the conversion factor. They call it the serving size, the suggested serving size, but let us all admit, nobody eats half of this and then eats the other half later. Yeah, sure, I'm sure there's one of you that does, but nobody really does. We all usually eat the whole damn thing. Some of us eat two. So take the conversion factor, the servings, and multiply these by it to know what's really in it. It's not bad though. 14 times 2 is 28. 28% if you eat the whole container. And just for the record, when I talk about eating food, I always talk about eating the whole container because I always eat the whole container. 28% of your sodium for the day is not bad for lunch. It's a little higher than you should have, but not too much higher than you should have. Alright? These little guys right here, 15%. Turn. 15% again. Not bad at all. I take one of these to work with me every single day usually. And there's more flavors than this. I just don't have any in my house right this moment. I just went grocery shopping last night, so I have a lot of different stuff. I also have a squirt gun to shoot the cat with if he keeps trying to attack the camera. And he knows this and will run away in fear. The squirt gun makes Kitty scared. Anyhow, I bring 4 or 5 pieces of fruit and vegetables with me every single day. I usually take a pack of baby carrots, a pack of celery, a banana or 3, an avocado, one of these little soup thingies here, some blueberries or strawberries or something. And I really don't spend a lot of money on all of this. It sounds like it's a lot, but it's not. You get a big pack of blueberries, yeah, that's $6 or $7, but it's 3 or 4 days worth of that fruit. Big pack of apples and stuff. It's not as expensive as you think it is. And my God, it's better for you to eat all of those fruits and vegetables. Next thing up on my list is fresh herbs. I got this at my grocery store. You sometimes see the fresh herbs. I used to see the fresh basil and stuff all the time, and I thought to myself, well, that's stupid. You buy this and pick it, and it's dead. No. You buy 3 or 4 of them and put them in your windowsill. You just get a little potter, stick a couple of these guys in them, get a little tiny bag of dirt stuff, and you put that around inside there too. Give them a little bit of water, maybe a drop of fertilizer. It's not really that hard. You're talking like 10 minutes worth of work in an entire week, maximum. That's if you have like a bunch. About 5 minutes a plant to get them started. You pick from the top, grab the leaf at the tip right here, hold on to the stem below it. I can't hold this and then also do this because it takes 2 hands and I can't keep this high enough. So here, hold on, let me lift my knee up. There. Now you can see, perhaps. I got this little thing right here to tell me where my head needs to be on the camera. Hold it like this, pick like that. You're basically squeezing in between your fingers and snapping this and not tugging in the vine. Fresh piece of mint, not damaged or anything. You can grind this up and you can mix it with a little butter, a little oil, a little flour, make yourself like a mint sauce to put over lamb. You can just put some of it in a cup with some tea. This mint plant is completely certified organic and so on, for whatever that's worth. If you wash it and feed it your own water, then you can be pretty sure that it's a little bit lower in radioactivity than other things that could be floating around right this moment. I knew I'd bring radioactivity into this somehow. I'll save this guy and eat it later. And you can buy basil and thyme and all kinds of other good vegetables and stuff like that to eat. They're not bad. They're actually not really vegetables so much as they're herbs, which are vegetables, but you get the point. Next up on the list, beans. These things, I started eating these cold beans. They come in like almost ready to eat, kind of cold, already pre-soaked. Some people don't know this, but you normally have to take dried beans and soak them and everything. Most people don't even know that anymore. They think beans just magically come out of cans. Canned beans aren't terrible anymore. They're not as bad as they used to be, but buying stuff in a can is still not really that great for you. This stuff, it says steamed, ready to eat. High in fiber, no preservatives, blah, 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 blah. Sodium in this is a little higher. 3.5 is the multiplication factor, so 13 is 39... 40 something or other. Hell, I can't do math off the top of my head. It's a bad day all the way around for me. That's why I'm doing fruits and vegetables and not nuclear physics or you know, particle physics like I usually like to get into, quarks and you know, leptons and that sort of thing. Apparently my brain's just melted today. But anyway, you're looking at like 40 something% of your sodium for the day, for the entire thing. For this guy right here, 10%. That's not much for the beans. I take one of these, you rip it out of the package. It looks kind of weird. It's kind of disgusting actually when you look at it like this. Pop a couple holes, nuke it for 3 minutes. 3 minutes. Take a plastic container like you bring to work, with a top on it, throw it inside there. Get some chopped up onions, you just, the long green onions, just a pack of them, just chop them up quickly. You can rip them with your fingers if you like, throw them inside. A little bit of garlic, throw that inside, a little bit of pepper, throw it inside, stir that sucker up. It's good eating. Eat about half of it, put the top on it, throw it in the mini fridge at work, pull it out the next day, you have another lunch. It's 2 lunches in a row from this little thing. Well, I mean, you don't eat just the beans, you eat that with some fruits and vegetables too. But, I don't know, I think it's pretty good. Itch. And these are soybeans. Edamame? Can't say it right, whatever. Anyway, soybeans are awesome too. A little bit of salt makes them taste better. Alright, next up on the list, nobody pays me to say this. I just buy these brands. So if it seems that way, it's not. Now, speaking of which, I contacted Annie Chun's and asked them about their seaweed snacks. They have the wasabi on it. God, I love those. But I've exhausted my entire supply of pre-Fukushima, here I am about radiation again, pre-Fukushima seaweed snacks, and I've asked them about their origin and things about them. I've been testing with my Geiger counter radiation detection equipment and I've yet to discover anything in them, so, but for right now I'm still holding off on the seaweed snacks even though I love them. I am, however, buying their bowls. Udon noodles, miso soup. You take these things and you pop the top off and you pull out the little packages and everything that's in them. You fill them with water, you take the noodles, you pull them out of their package, drop them in. You pour in the little stuff that goes in them. It's like the mushrooms and vegetables and crap. And then you put it in your nuker wave, and you nuke it for like 1 minute, 2 at the most. Stir it up with the chopsticks. Not really very polite, but you know who's looking. Pour the sauce package over top, stir it up again, or even put the top on and shake it if you like. There's good eating. You wait like about 2 minutes, it's good to go. Conversion factor 2, it's 2 servings. Nobody would eat. Anyway, is 20, is 40, is 38% of your sodium in this, 38 in this as well. Not bad for a whole lunch. These days, 38, not bad. Plenty of fiber, calories, 220 if you care about calories. I could care less about calories, but regardless, it is pretty low. Plenty of vitamins and minerals. Vitamin A, vitamin C, calcium, iron, only a couple % of each, but regardless. I think they taste pretty good, and they don't make me feel nasty afterwards. Like if I eat some of those little soups in a bowl or noodles in a bowl, I usually just, you know, afterwards, but these are actually pretty good. Now they have the actual noodle versions that are not soup. You pour the water out. Same procedure I just said, but you pour the water out, then you add the sauce. They have peanuts, peanut sesame. That's incredibly good. Oh my god. Teriyaki. Kung Pao is okay. Teriyaki is really good. There's other brands, not other brands, other versions of this too, other flavors, but unfortunately I can't remember them off the top of my head. Again, pretty low and everything, pretty good. Same company makes sushi wraps. Now sushi wrap is an interesting thing. It's basically a container of this. They also make this a sticky rice. You just take the bowl out, peel it back, 60 seconds in the microwave, and it's sticky rice. You can put your finger on it, lift your finger up, and like all the rice would be stuck to your finger. It's the funniest thing. I love sticky rice. Good stuff. It's very, very similar to real, actual rice that you'd get in Japan. Of course, calories are out the roof because it's rice. It is basically just a carbohydrate. Oh my god, but it's rice. What the hell? Who cares? 270 calories, carbohydrates out the roof, 20%. 11% of your dietary fiber, but who cares? It's rice. You don't buy rice because you don't want carbohydrates. That would be dumb. So basically, this thing is a pack of this rice and a pack of little seaweed wraps. And you basically put the rice in the seaweed wraps and then put some other crap with them, like avocados and peppers and stuff, and you roll it up and you make sushi. The reason I don't buy very many of these is it takes so freaking long to make the little sushis. I mean, they're so good. But like, this is for like a little party thing or something for the evening. You need to spend about 10 minutes to make all of them, which is fine, but I don't have enough time at work to do that usually. But if you take some of this rice, and you take some of those little seaweed wasabi wraps that I told you, I mean not wraps, strips that they make, and you put this into that, oh my god, it's just good eating. Tip for the week. Avocado, the wonder fruit. This sucker is so good for you, it's stupid. People say, oh, there's a lot of fat in avocados, there's a lot of fat. Yeah, who cares? It's the good fat. Your body can metabolize it very, very easily and get rid of it without too much trouble. Look it up on the internet, you'll see for yourself. The avocado is full of rich vitamins and minerals. It's stupid good for you. Stupid good means that it's so good it's stupid. And then what you do, stop attacking the light kitty. Bad kitty. Prepare to be shot. How dare you attack the light while I'm in the middle of a video. Anyway, you take this, you take a knife, slice the knife straight down till you hit the nut. There's like a little seed in the middle. And then cut, 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 cut. Turn it 90 degrees, do it again. All the way down to the middle. Cut, 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 cut. Take it, twist, the two halves pop off. You just break them immediately. Take the other two halves and wiggle them a little, they pop apart. Now you have 4 sides. The nut's attached to one, you just pull it out and flick it. Now, you take your fingers and there's the rind here, you stick it in between the rind and the actual material in the middle, the good stuff, and just kind of peel around, just kind of peel in. It's very simple to do. The rind pops off in 4 little strips. That gets the most of the best part of the avocado, the healthiest part, which is the part right in between the rind and the flesh and the inside, that little bit. You realize, Kat, you cannot get through a door by jumping against the door. I know that you think that this is not true, but you are foolish. Your brain is this big. It's the size of an avocado nut. Now, right up on the list here is Holy Guacamole. Apparently it's America's #1 guacamole according to this. I don't know if that's actually true or not. I would have to actually do some research. Again, it's pretty healthy for you. Ooh, wait, I don't know. Conversion factor is 13. I eat the whole freaking thing each time I do this. But there's 2 per container. It's interesting. It talks about per container, servings per container, but there's actually 2 containers inside of this. So I wonder what that means. But regardless of that fact, it's decently good for you. And this stuff is loaded. This is the spicy. It's loaded with all kinds of like hot pepper and stuff. And I put these on chips. Oh my god, freaking awesome. So basically put, those are my picks of things that are good for you. If you combine one of these, let me kind of get myself oriented here, one of these, plus, I don't know, you start your day with a couple bananas, like 1 or 2 bananas, and then you eat some more fresh food at lunch, like a peach and an apple, and then a big stalk or 2 of celery, you have some carrots and some beans and things like that. If that's the kind of thing you eat during the day, you're going to be quite healthy most likely. But make sure to wash everything very carefully. Make sure that you don't get stuff that comes from places which are bad currently, such as seaweed from Japan may not be the best thing. Although I don't want to talk badly about that, it could be. It depends on where it comes from. But I wouldn't trust anything that people say or do at this point. But regardless of that fact, this has been Tom from Anti-Proton.com, and happy eating. Bye-bye.